So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to focus on the blog post that's recently come out from Call of Duty in regards to the information for Season 1 Reloaded. Now I'm not going to go through absolutely everything in this. If you do want to read everything, then I will link it down for your viewing pleasure in the description. But I'm going to go through the important bits, but also two of the bits that I think are going to be quite controversial to members of the community. So for the first time ever, we're going to get a Spec Ops raid, and in this raid you need to help Price, Farah and Gaz go into this highly fortified facility, and in there is supposed to be certain cosmetic rewards, and also I believe you unlock Gaz if you come out of there alive. Now to unlock the raids you're going to require a key, and these can be earned through the following methods, which is complete a specific daily challenge either in multiplayer or Spec Ops, place within the top 20 in any Warzone 2 Battle Royale playlist. In DMZ you need to extract with at least $30,000 in cash, and then ultimately that will give you the key you'll need to access the raid, and I believe you can access it for a week. In terms of multiplayer, we're getting Shipment as a new map. Well, I can't call it a new map, we've had it several times now, and we're going to get the Christmas version where it's all lit up as well. I don't know why people continue to call it holidays. To me it is a Christmas map. That's exactly what we're trying to celebrate and signify with it, so why not just call it Christmas? It leaves me scratching my head every time. So that'll be a limited time mode, and then it will revert back to the typical Shipment that some of you know and love. Not for me. Shipment's not for me. Apparently this is going to go back to the more traditional design as opposed to the one in Modern Warfare 2019 with the crazy spawns, but again it's just not a map that I enjoy at all. In terms of DMZ, there's going to be a Building 21, which is a new point of interest, and you'll need to do certain things. It doesn't really disclose this, it says redacted. You need to do certain things to access the building, so I'm going to assume this is where they're going to put the new submachine gun, which is silenced, and people refer to this gun, to my frustration, as the Honey Badger. It's not a Honey Badger, it's the SIG MCX. They're not even the same, they're not even close to being the same gun. I think Swag was the first person to say it and everyone just ran with it. It's really frustrating, but whatever. There's going to be a limited time playlist with the Warzone Cup. This is going to be basically a Call of Duty ripoff of Rocket League. And then we're going to have Mini Royale for Warzone 2, where basically the storm is already shrunk quite small and it'll be very busy in that particular zone. And then we need to talk about the controversial side of this update, and that's going to be two things. So Warzone, upon the arrival of the combat records, we are going to lose all of the progress that you've made if you've had any wins in Warzone 2 so far. Now I know of people like Mr. Soldier. He's got I think 31 wins last time I was watching his stream. There are people out there with apparently 400 plus wins. Don't ask me how they've managed to accumulate so many already, but they're not going to essentially count for their combat record, which to me is BS. Now you can look at this from both sides of the fence, but it's something, in my personal opinion, that these guys should not be silent on. They should be telling us, guys, just be prepared that when the season does come out, it's going to reset your stats. There's no reason for them to not communicate this sort of thing out to people who have essentially paid money for the game and expect their stats to count. People want clarification as to why this is being done, and nobody wants to own up. They just want to put out a blog post and hide behind it. Now, it's going to be great for those of you who have done the camo challenges and had your stats get absolutely wrecked. But for those people who want that badge of honor where they've got this much wins and it's no longer showing on their combat record when people request it in videos, because that's what people do, or on live streams, then it's going to be a bit of a shame. And I just think a bit more transparency is definitely needed from these guys. And then finally, the the LA Thief skin, which is Rose 2.0, people have been calling it, which was all black, they've nerfed it. It now comes looking like this, where it's got the red straps and the red goggles. Now, to me personally, It looks really good still, but I do understand from the perspective of people who have brought this, they brought it because of how it originally looked in the shop, and some people might not. Now, it has been mentioned by a guy that I follow on Twitter called Maverick that they are still doing refunds on battle.net.com, but I don't know how long that's going to last for. So I believe they will shut the floodgates eventually to stop people coming back and returning this in a massive wave, because they knew what they was going to do. And I think they always knew that this was going to change, but the Rose skin sold like hotcakes straight off the press. It's a skin that they saw the community buying in big numbers. So I think they've been a bit clever and a bit underhanded with this one, but you can let me know down in the comment section if you've brought this particular skin and if you're annoyed from the fact that they have changed it to this, and are you annoyed if you do play Warzone 2.0 that your stats are going to be reset on the start of the new season. Let me know down in the comment section. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button, I'll update it to your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.